The U.S. ambassador to the UN stood in front of what she said Thursday is an Iran-made missile fired at a civilian target to accuse the country of violating international law by arming Yemeni rebels. Nikki Haley said U.S. experts had concluded that the missile fired by Houthi rebel forces towards Saudi Arabia's capital's civilian airport was made in Iran. Supplying such weapons was a breach of sanctions imposed on the Islamic Republic, she said, and warned that the U.S. was building a coalition against Tehran. You will see us build a coalition to really push back against Iran and what they're doing, she said. She spoke at a military hangar at Joint Base Anacostia Bowling just outside of Washington, where the U.S. Defense Department put the fragments of weaponry on display and explained how it concluded that they came from Iran. The arms included charred remnants of what the Pentagon said was an Iranian-made short-range ballistic missile fired from Yemen on November 4 at King Khalid International Airport outside Saudi Arabia's capital Riyadh, as well as a drone and an anti-tank weapon recovered in Yemen by the Saudis. Iran has denied supplying the Houthis with such weaponry. Accusation: Nikki Haley, the U.S. ambassador to the UN, spoke in front of what she said was an Iran-made missile to level a charge of supplying illegal weapons at the Tehran regime. Claim: U.S. Department of Defense says it has confirmed this is a Qiyam ballistic missile manufactured in Iran. It numbered the 9 fueling ports which it says are distinctive signs of Iranian manufacture. Denial: Iran's President Hassan Rouhani met Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan on Wednesday in Istanbul. On Thursday his UN delegation said the missile was fabricated. Iran's mission to the United Nations said in a statement that the accusation by the United States was irresponsible, provocative and destructive. These accusations seek also to cover up for the Saudi war crimes in Yemen, with the U.S. complicity, and divert international and regional attention from the stalemate war of aggression against the Yemenis, the statement said. The U.S. has long believed that Iran is providing weaponry to proxies and partners and militias throughout the region, and what we have here to show you today is proof, said Pentagon spokeswoman Laura Seal, adding Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates had recovered the arms and loaned them to Washington. Saudi-led forces, which back the Yemeni government, have been fighting the Iran-allied Houthis in Yemen's more than 2-year-long civil war. The unprecedented presentation by the Pentagon is part of its follow-through on President Donald Trump's new Iran policy, which promises a far harder line toward Tehran. U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, was due to see the weapons on Thursday. The U.S. mission to the United Nations said she would offer irrefutable evidence that Iran has deliberately violated its international obligations. Under a UN resolution that enshrines the Iran nuclear deal with world powers, Tehran is prohibited from supplying, selling or transferring weapons outside the country unless approved in advance by the UN Security Council.